Today this is our second video update on Juaning, now tropical storm Nock-Ten, and also an update on tropical depression 11W near Guam. It's the 26th of July 2011, 8 Zulu, 4 p.m. Philippine time, 5 p.m. Japan time. We have here Juaning intensified to a tropical storm today with an international name of Nock-Ten. It was last located approximately 80 kilometers east-northeast of Daet Camarines Norte with maximum sustained winds 65 kilometers per hour gusting to 90 kilometers per hour. Juaning has remained almost stationary for the past 6 hours as it drifts just north of Camarines Province here. You can see the central dense overcast and the circulation of the storm partially over land over the Bicol region. And you can also see here rain and thunderstorms beginning to spread across central, southern, and also northern Luzon here. The southwest monsoon here being enhanced also by Juaning, also affecting central Visayas and also Samar and island of Leyte here. This is the latest infrared. The last few frames we have noticed that the cloud tops have actually warmed, meaning the convection around Juaning has slightly weakened. I know if this is a short-term trend or if it is the beginning of a weakening of Juaning, but definitely experiencing some sort of land interaction here with the Bicol region. And although the central dense overcast and the overall organization and structure of Juaning remains pretty good here from satellite, and you can also see blow up of thunderstorms and convective activity across much of Luzon here. We don't have the latest radar image from PAGASA, Doppler radar image, but you can see here in the infrared, but that activity is now spreading to much of Luzon, and because of that, PAGASA has cancelled. DepEd actually has cancelled classes in Metro Manila and other regions. And also, we have here the latest signal warnings from PAGASA as of 11 a.m. this morning. We have signal number 2 up for Aurora, Quezon, Camarines Provinces, Catanduanes, and Albay. Signal number 1 is hoisted virtually to almost all regions here in provinces here in Luzon here, and also Sorsogon and Marinduque over here. Manila also under that signal number 1. In terms of rain, definitely the heaviest of rain will occur near the center, across Catanduanes and Camarines provinces here, and also possibly up to Polillo Island. We have the latest 24-hour rainfall reports from the WMO. Legazpi reported 400 millimeters of rain in past 24 hours alone. Masbate reporting 100 millimeters. Vera Catanduanes reporting around 220, and Catarman Samar reporting around 100 and 170 millimeters of rainfall in the past 24 hours. Now, PAGASA has also released latest rainfall, 6-hour rainfall data from 8 in the morning to around 2 p.m. this afternoon. This is today. Vera Catanduanes reporting 100 to 200 millimeters of rain falling in 6 hours. Legazpi reported 118 millimeters. Manila, with the PAGASA's station in Science Garden in Quezon City, reporting 52 millimeters, and NAIA or Manila Airport reporting 61 millimeters. So, and with this reports, the heaviest of rain amounts are definitely confined near the center of the storm, and you can also see light to moderate rain being reported across the NCR and the central and southern Luzon. We do expect light to moderate rain will continue to move northward towards northern Luzon, and also the eastern seaboard will definitely experience some of the strongest and the heaviest rainfall rates as Nock-Ten or Juaning approaches the area tonight. Now here we have the steering layer, and you can see the subtropical ridge having a stronger influence than earlier forecast, which is steering Juaning more to the west than what we earlier forecast. So 24 hours ago we were forecasting a landfall in Isabela. Now you can see Juaning taking more of a westerly track towards either Quezon or Aurora provinces, and this westward movement, or generally westward, will continue as it moves across South China Sea, and long-range forecasts bring Juaning or Nock-Ten towards the Hainan Island here in southern China by early next week. And again, we have the model forecast 00 Zulu showing that landfall in eastern Luzon, possibly northern Quezon, later tonight or early tomorrow, Wednesday here, and exiting across Pangasinan, and then moving towards South China Sea. You also have here the Euro model, much more north than the other models here, showing a track near Baler, Aurora, I presume here, as a strong tropical storm, and then will exit in Ilocos provinces towards southern China. In terms of the weather agencies, we have here PAGASA showing that track making landfall here and exiting across Pangasinan, and then in terms of medium range forecast, they are forecasting Juaning to go on a more northerly track compared to other agencies. We have here JMA. When you compare that with PAGASA here, JMA is much more of a westerly track, taking Nock-Ten towards Hainan Island by this weekend. And well, you can also see here in this their forecast, much slower forecast actually. By 2 a.m. this morning, this morning, Wednesday morning, they are forecasting Juaning to just cross Polillo Island, and then will make landfall possibly very early Wednesday, and then moving across the central Luzon provinces of Nueva Ecija and Pangasinan throughout Thursday. They are the slower forecast here. Here we have Hong Kong Observatory also showing Juaning to move across Polillo Island and then track towards Pangasinan, and by Wednesday afternoon around 2 p.m. Philippine time, they are forecasting Juaning to exit Luzon as it moves now towards South China Sea. And you can also see Hong Kong Observatory expecting Nock-Ten to pass well south of Hong Kong towards Hainan Island. You can also see here with JTWC's forecast, this is from 00 Zulu here, also forecasting Juaning to that make landfall here and exit to Lingayen Gulf here in Pangasinan, and then moving towards Hainan. So pretty good agreement with the weather agencies in terms of landfall, although they do diverge with the medium and long range forecast, with PAGASA being the northerly track here, taking Juaning near Hong Kong there by this weekend. So however, with the present developments of Nock-Ten and or Juaning being stationary here north of Diet, we could only hope, or we could only expect to turn slowly west-northwestward and then tracking across northern Luzon. But definitely for in terms of uncertainty, I would put the whole of Quezon, Aurora, and southern Isabela under the forecast here. So for residents living in this area, just stay tuned to your local news channels, radio stations for possible shifts in forecast. Also the latest official warnings from PAGASA in case evacuations or certain precautions by the government are needed here. But as I said before, the agencies and models are in pretty much good agreement of a possible landfall here in northern Quezon or Aurora. But the uncertainties again will lie with the current developments from Juaning. We will have our next update, written or text update for this storm by 12 midnight tonight. Also, PAGASA will have their press conference around 5 p.m. today, so stay tuned for that also. Now moving on to the other system in the Western Pacific, we have Tropical Depression 11W in the Western Micronesia. It was last located 620 kilometers southwest of Guam. Sustained winds of 55 kph gusting to 85 kph. 11W is moving northwestward at 20 kilometers per hour. You can see here the Northern Mariana Islands. Here is Guam. Here you can see that the center of 11W is southwest of the island. There with the convective activity mostly on the northern side here. And you can also see a batch of convection here associated with the tropical wave just east of 11W. These two systems or these two disturbances could potentially affect each other, making 11W to develop slower than what we forecast last update. And computer models here also initializing well with 11W, forecasting mostly a northerly track as the ridge weakens next week, which will allow 11W to track northward towards Japan here. ECMWF, or the Euro model, forecasting 11W to slowly develop and then will have a more accelerated pace in terms of intensification as it reaches 20 north latitude. And I don't want to alarm our Japanese viewers here, but Euro model actually forecasting 11W to move just south of Kyushu and move also near South Korea here, possibly as a strong typhoon by Wednesday next week. And you see this latest Euro forecast. In terms of weather agencies, we have your National Weather Service in Guam forecasting 11W to move northwesterly, passing well south of Guam, but could approach the island of Yap, northeast of Yap by Wednesday as a strong tropical storm here. And they are also forecasting 11W to become a typhoon as early as Friday, as it moves well east of Guam. Now, based on the latest forecast, we don't expect 11W to approach the Philippine area of responsibility. Here we have the 135 east line. That's the limit for the PAR, and you can see the forecast track is away from PAR. And also here JTWC also showing that general northwestward and then turning to the north here, and also forecasting 11W to become a typhoon by as early as Saturday morning Philippine time here. That is the forecast for today. Again, as I said, with regards to Juaning, always watch and listen to your official weather forecasts from PAGASA and news outlets there for the latest warnings for your respective cities and or provinces here. We'll have our text update by 12 midnight and another video update for tomorrow, Wednesday. So until then, see you and stay safe out there. Bye.